Air? You mean that I know nothing? Get out of here this minute.
I must ask you to express yourself more delicately.
Get out this minute. Get out.
He goes to the door. She follows.
22 troubles. I don't want any sign of you here. I don't want to see anything of you.
Yepikhodov has gone out. His voice can be heard outside.
I'll make a complaint against you.
What? Coming back?
Snatches up the stick left by Fears by the door.
Go. 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 I'll show you. Are you going? Are you going? Well, then take that.
She hits out as Lopakin enters.
Much obliged.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. I thank you for my pleasant reception.
It isn't worth any thanks.
Walks away, then looks back and asks gently.
I didn't hurt you, did I?
No, not at all. There'll be an enormous bump, that's all.
Voices from the drawing room.
Lopakin's returned. Yermolai Alexeyevich.
Now we'll see what there is to see, and hear what there is to hear.
Kisses Lopakin.
You smell of cognac, my dear, my soul. And we're all having a good time.
Enter Lubov Andreevna.
Is that you, Yermolai Alexeyevich? Why were you so long? Where's Leonid?
Leonid Andreevich came back with me. He's coming.
Well, what? Is it sold? Tell me.
Lopakin, confused, afraid to show his pleasure.
The sale ended up at 4 o'clock. We missed the train and had to wait till 9:30. Oh, my head's going round a little.
Enter Gaev. In his right hand he carries things he has bought. With his left he wipes away his tears.
Leon, what's happened? Leon, well? Quick, for the love of God!
Gaev says nothing to her, only waves his hand. To Fears, weeping.
Here, take this. Here are anchovies, herrings from Ketch. I've had no food today. I've had a time.
The door from the billiard room is open. The clicking of the balls is heard, and Yasha's voice.
7-18.
Gaev's expression changes. He cries no more.
I'm awfully tired. Help me change my clothes, Fears.
Goes out through the drawing room. Fears after him.
What happened? Come on, tell us.
Is the cherry orchard sold?
It is sold.
Who bought it?
I bought it.
Lubov Andreevna is overwhelmed. She would fall if she were not standing by an armchair and a table. Varya takes her keys off her belt, throws them on the floor, into the middle of the room, and goes out.
I bought it. Wait, ladies and gentlemen, please. My head's going round. I can't talk. Ha ha ha! When we got to the sale, Deriganov was there already. Leonid Andreevich had only 15,000 roubles, and Deriganov offered 30,000 on top of the mortgage to begin with. I saw how matters were, so I grabbed hold of him and bid 40. He went up to 45. I offered 55. That means he went up by fives and I went up by tens. Well, it came to an end. I bid 90 more than the mortgage, and it stayed with me. The cherry orchard is mine now. Mine! Oh, ho, ho. My God, the cherry orchard's mine. Tell me I'm drunk or mad or dreaming. Don't laugh at me. If my father and grandfather rose from their graves and looked at the whole affair, and saw how their Yermolai, their beaten and uneducated Yermolai, who used to run barefoot in the winter, how that very Yermolai has bought an estate, which is the most beautiful thing in the world. I've bought the estate where my grandfather and my father were slaves, where they weren't even allowed into the kitchen. I'm asleep. It's only a dream, an illusion. It's the fruit of imagination wrapped in the fog of the unknown.
Picks up the keys, nicely smiling.
She threw down the keys. She wanted to show she was no longer mistress here. Well, it's all one.
Here's the band tuning up.
Hey, musicians, play. I want to hear you. Come and look at Yermolai Lopakin laying his axe to the cherry orchard. Come and look at the trees falling. We'll build villas here, and our grandsons and great-grandsons will see a new life here. Play on, music."
The band plays. Lubov Andreevna sinks into a chair and weeps bitterly. Lopakhin continues reproachfully.
"Why then, why didn't you take my advice? My poor dear woman, you can't go back now. Oh, if only the whole thing was done with. If only our uneven, unhappy life were changed."
Pishin takes his arm.
She's crying. Let's go into the drawing room and leave her by herself. Come on.
Takes his arm and leads him out.
"What's that? Bandsman, play nicely. Go on. Do just as I want you to. The new owner, the owner of the cherry orchard is coming."
He accidentally knocks up against a little table and nearly upsets the candelabra.
"I can pay for everything."
Exit with Pishin. In the reception room and the drawing room nobody remains except Lubov Andreevna, who sits huddled up and weeping bitterly. The band plays softly. Anya and Trofimov come in quickly. Anya goes up to her mother and goes on her knees in front of her. Trofimov stands at the drawing room entrance.
Mother! Mother, are you crying? My dear, kind, good mother, my beautiful mother, I love you. Bless you. The cherry orchard is sold. We've got it no longer. It's true. True. But don't cry, Mother. You've still got your life before you. You've still your beautiful, pure soul. Come with me. Come, dear, away from here. Come. We'll plant a new garden, finer than this, and you'll see it, and you'll understand, and deep joy, gentle joy will sink into your soul like the evening sun, and you'll smile, Mother. Come, dear. Let's go.
Curtain. End of Act 3. Act 4 of The Cherry Orchard by Anton Chekhov. Translated by Julius West. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 4. The stage is set as for Act 1. There are no curtains on the windows, no pictures, only a few pieces of furniture are left. They are piled up in a corner as if for sale. The emptiness is felt. By the door that leads out of the house and at the back of the stage, portmanteau and traveling paraphernalia are piled up. The door on the left is open. The voices of Varya and Anya can be heard through it. Lopakhin stands and waits. Yasha holds a tray with little tumblers of champagne. Outside, Yepikhodov is tying up a box. Voices are heard behind the stage. The peasants have come to say goodbye. The voice of Gaev is heard.
Thank you, brothers, thank you.
The common people have come to say goodbye. I am of the opinion, Yermolai Alexeyevich, that they're good people, but they don't understand very much.
The voices die away. Lubov Andreevna and Gaev enter. She is not crying, but is pale, and her face trembles. She can hardly speak.
You gave them your purse, Luba. You can't go on like that. You can't.
I couldn't help myself. I couldn't.
They go out. Lopakhin, in the doorway, calling after them.
"Please, I ask you most humbly, just a little glass to say good-bye. I didn't remember to bring any from town, and I only found one bottle at the station. Please do. Won't you really have any?"
Goes away from the door.
"If I only knew, I wouldn't have bought any. Well, I shan't drink any either."
Yasha carefully puts the tray on a chair.
"You have a drink, Yasha, at any rate."
To those departing, and good luck to those who stay behind.
Drinks.
I can assure you that this isn't real champagne.
8 roubles a bottle. It's devilish cold here.
There are no fires today. We're going away.
What's the matter with you?
I'm just pleased.
It's October outside, but it's as sunny and as quiet as if it were summer. Good for building.
Looking at his watch and speaking through the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that it's only 47 minutes till the train goes. You must go off to the station in 20 minutes. Hurry up.
Trovimov, in an overcoat, comes in from the grounds.
I think it's time we went. The carriages are waiting. Where the devil are my galoshes? They're lost. Anya, I can't find my galoshes. I can't.
I've got to go to Kharkov. I'm going in the same train as you. I'm going to spend the whole winter in Kharkov. I've been hanging about with you people, going rusty without work. I can't live without working. I must have something to do with my hands. They hang about as if they weren't mine at all.
We'll go away now, and then you'll start again on your useful labours.
Have a glass?
I won't.
So you're off to Moscow now?
Yes, I'll see them into town, and tomorrow I'm off to Moscow.
Yes, I expect the professors don't lecture nowadays. They're waiting till you turn up.
That's not your business.
How many years have you been going to the university?
Think of something fresh. This is old and flat.
Looking for his galoshes.
You know, we may not meet each other again, so just let me give you a word of advice on parting. Don't wave your hands about. Get rid of that habit of waving them about. And then building villas and reckoning on their residents becoming freeholders in time. That's the same thing. It's all a matter of waving your hands about. Whether I want to or not, you know, I like you. You're thin, delicate fingers, like those of an artist, and you've a thin, delicate soul.
Embraces him.
Goodbye, dear fellow. Thanks for all you've said. If you want any, take some money from me for the journey.
Why should I? I don't want it.
But you've nothing.
Yes, I have, thank you. I've got some for a translation. Here it is in my pocket. But I can't find my galoshes.
Varya, from the other room.
Take your rubbish away.
Throws a pair of rubber galoshes onto the stage.
Why are you angry, Varya? These aren't my galoshes.
In the spring I sowed 3,000 acres of poppies, and now I've made 40,000 roubles net profit. And when my poppies were in flower, what a picture it was. So I, as I was saying, made 40,000 roubles, and I mean I'd like to lend you some, because I can afford it. Why turn up your nose at it? I'm just a simple peasant.
Your father was a peasant, mine was a chemist, and that means absolutely nothing.
Lopakin takes out his pocketbook.
No. Even if you gave me 20,000, I should refuse. I'm a free man, and everything that all you people, rich and poor, value so highly and so dearly hasn't the least influence over me. It's like a flock of down in the wind. I can do without you. I can pass you by. I'm strong and proud. Mankind goes on to the highest truths and to the highest happiness, such as is only possible on earth. And I go in the front ranks.
Will you get there?
I will. I'll get there and show others the way.
Axes cutting the trees are heard in the distance.
Well, goodbye, old man. It's time to go. Here we stand, pulling one another's noses, but life goes its own way all the time. When I work for a long time and I don't get tired, then I think more easily, and I think I get to understand why I exist. And there are so many people in Russia, brother, who live for nothing at all. Still, work goes on without that. Leonid Andreevich, they say, has accepted a post in a bank. He will get 60,000 roubles a year. But he won't stand it. He's very lazy.
Anya, at the door.
Mother asks if you will stop them cutting down the orchard until she has gone away.
Yes, really, you ought to have enough tact not to do that.
Exit.
All right. Yes, he's right.
Exit.
Has Fiers been sent to the hospital?
I gave the order this morning. I suppose they've sent him.
Anya, to Yepikhodov, who crosses the room.
Semyon Pantleevich, please make inquiries if Fiers has been sent to the hospital.
I told Igor this morning. What's the use of asking 10